Hello everyone, it's Fiona from Fiona's Angel Wisdom page on Facebook. Welcome to Angel Wisdom News. It's been a long time since I've recorded one of these. Last time I recorded one of these I was just heading off on my little trip across the States, and when I got back loads of things had happened, so I've been really busy trying to realign myself and rediscover where I'm going and what I'm doing, and how I feel about all kinds of different things. And sadly my little cat Jophiel died when I was away, but I've been blessed with two lovely new kittens who keep me company, and I've got little Shamuel sitting on my lap here now. Shamuel is the angel of love and affection, and we call him Shammy for short, or Cammy, and he's purring away to himself, bringing lots of calm and peace. And the angel is just guiding me to just take a little look at a card from the Mary Jack, A Pocket Full of Angels Oracle card deck, which is one of my favourites. Let me just see what it's got to say. Take a deep breath. What's the hurry? There's an old expression, good things come to those who wait. And this is a time for you to take heed of that advice. Your angels are asking you to slow down and consider all angles before rushing into anything. Remember, if something is meant to be for you, it will not have to be rushed. So take your time and be absolutely sure that the decisions you make now will be right for your long-term happiness and highest good. So this is true. When we make decisions or we want things to speed up, we kind of like try and hurry things along and push things to happen, but they always happen at the right time and when they're meant to happen and when we're ready for them to happen. And if we're not ready, we'll be given the tools and the people to help us cope with the situations that surround us. So what's been interesting for me is that I've found a lot of old friends have come back into my life, and then other people have kind of moved out of my life, but I've also met lots of new people, and even on my travels I was a very lucky lady, and I had lots of beautiful people that took me on and took me in and showed me their cities and took me out to dinner and showed me around and just basically helped me, and I know that when I went on my trip I had a lot of people that were hoping and wishing for me to travel safely, meet beautiful people who inspired me so much to be as giving as they are. I mean, I do give a lot, and that can't be denied, but there's just, without question, without just randomly, people I bumped into were just really kind and amazing. And you can't really ask for more than that, to be taken in and treated well by just random people. And the other thing is that when you connect to the angels, if you're finding it difficult, just surround yourself in golden light and just inhale golden light and feel that connection with the angels, and feel that love. And the other thing is that if you're talking to the angels and you can't hear them or you can't feel them, or it might be because you're being negative or you're being sad or angry, and you're kind of putting an aura around you that they can't penetrate, so they're trying and they're waiting for you to kind of release that anger. And if you kind of feel that anger or upset or unhappiness that is blocking you, that you're not vibrating to a high enough frequency for them to get to you, just kind of take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, and ask the angels to help you calm down and just breathe. And the more that you breathe, the more able they will be to come and release the anxiety, release the anger, release the stress, release the pain, and lead you to things and thought patterns that will help you through those difficult times. And we all have them, you know. It doesn't matter who we are, unless you're kind of really vibrating to the highest frequency that a human can. You definitely have up and down days, and it's part of being a human being. And the other thing is that when you're helping people, when you're doing kind things, that's when the ego needs to step back. It shouldn't be about, look at what I've done, or you need to be thankful to me. It should be just like, I've done a good thing and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really happy with what I've done, and I want to do more things like that. Okay, so the next thing is that I've got a book here called Angels, Messengers of the Divine by Flora McCallan, and I'm just going to open it randomly on a page and read from it. Okay, angels in Christianity. Concepts of the nature of angels differ substantially from one religion or religious community to another. Even within a single religion, there are varying schools of thought and opinion on how to evaluate the role of angels in the universe. For this reason, the official views of the Roman Catholic Church are presented first. With over 1 billion faithful worldwide, Roman Catholicism is the largest denomination within Christianity, with 2 billion faithful is the world's dominant religion. The word angel derived from the Greek word angelos, messenger. This in turn is a translation of the Hebrew term malach, which has the same meaning. One of the religious controversies within Catholicism concerns the existence of incorporeal spiritual entities called angels. According to St. Augustine, the designation angel describes the function but not the nature of beings. If you ask about its nature, then it is a spirit. If you ask about its office, then it is an angel. According to its nature, it is a spirit. According to its behavior, an angel. Psalm 103, 1:15. Purely spiritual beings, angels are the servants and messengers of God. Thus they always behold the face of my Father who is in heaven, Matthew 18:10, and are obedient, mighty, one who do his word, hearkening to the voice of his word, Psalm 103:20. Angels are considered purely spiritual but individual entities that possess understanding and free will. Pope John Paul II, 1978 to 2005, said, "The angels have no body, even if in particular circumstances they reveal themselves under visible forms because of their mission for the good of men. They tower above all visible creatures in perfection. They have existed since the world began. The center of an angel world is Christ, who is above the angels, as the following passage from the Bible affirms. Again, when he brings the firstborn into the world, he says, 'Let all God's angels worship him.' Hebrews 1:6. As purely spiritual entities, angels are also immortal, which may be inferred from another passage found in the book of Luke. For they cannot die anymore, because they are equal to angels and children of God, being the children of resurrection. Luke 20:36. Angels accompany human beings from birth to death and intercede on our behalf. St. Basil, Bishop of, I can't pronounce that, wrote, "An angel accompanies every one of the faithful as a protector and shepherd in order to lead him to the life." The Catholic Church especially honors 3 angels who are the only ones specifically named in the Bible. These are the archangels Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Okay, so whilst I do believe that if you believe, angels will help you and God will help you and whoever it is that you believe in will help you, they don't stop being around you just because you may not have a faith or you've lost faith. They're around every single person, and it's down to us to call on them or to connect to them or to have enough faith in ourselves to trust that there's something more out there to help us and give us strength and guide us. Now, I've got Angelic Inspirations here, a book by Tony Carmine Salerno, Loving Guidance and Wisdom from the Angels, and I'm just going to randomly open a page and read a little poem from here. Allow your heart and thoughts to merge with the wind, the sun, the moon, and stars. Flow within streams and rivers. Be one with the clouds and rain. The same life force flows through all things. The same energy that breathes you also breathes the earth and stars. Which is very true. I agree with that. We're all one. We're all at one, and everything that surrounds us is connected to us, and we're all connected and interconnected in one way or another. That's how I feel. I don't know how you as a listener feels. I don't want to inflict my opinion on you, but you have tuned in to listen to me waffle on, and right now I feel like a soulmate card is a good thing to pull. So let's see what Tony Carmine Salerno's soulmate cards have to say for themselves. Life is a cycle of changing seasons. Let us welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. Let us remember that nothing is ever lost, for all exists eternally within our heart. Now, I like that, and if you're on the same web as me, on the same grid, then you'll be experiencing huge changes in attitude, huge changes in thought patterns, huge changes just in experiencing relationships and friendships, and just kind of like coming out of the dark and emerging, and kind of knowing where you're going, or trying to establish where you're going, but kind of being led there as well if you're open to the guidance, and you actually connect your heart, mind and soul, and when you do that, you kind of sort of find your way, and you just know that you're being led in the right direction. And if you're on that grid, then changes are coming. If you're not on that grid, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. We're all different, but we're all the same, and we all develop and flourish at different paces. So a couple of years ago, it was 2010, I was at a Doreen Virtue Archangel Michael seminar in London, and I sat down and I was thinking, I wish I could sit in the front row. And then all of a sudden these three women stood up in the front row and left the seat. And so I skipped over, another lady skipped over and sat down, and it turned out it was an author called Lizzie Van Dorp, and she wrote a book called The Blessing Book. And talking to her, I bought a copy, and I just looked in here, and it said, Fiona, serendipity at all times, at all occasions, has how amazing to find myself next to you, Lizzie. So I'm just going to open a page and read one of her inspiring quotes. A child sees a puddle as an opportunity, not an obstacle. This is very true, because, and it's funny that I opened that page, my son was running around the other day in the rain, and he was splashing away through all the puddles, and he never used to do that, and he's just so excited, and he's 8, and I think 8 is quite an age to be discovering puddles, but he was splashing away, getting really excited about getting wet, and getting me wet, and getting anyone wet as he passed him. And I was like, oh, we're going to get into serious trouble if he carries on like this. But no, we didn't get into trouble. The other thing I need to talk about is your chakras. If you believe in your chakras, and there are different thought patterns allow for different quantities of chakras. So the main belief is 7, then you have the 12, and then you have the Kundalini version, which is 144, and then there's the other one where it's just like your whole body is filled with chakras. There's thousands and thousands of them, but they're kind of like your energy center, your energy flow, and if there's a blockage or a misalignment, then everything else starts to fall out of sync. So it's really important that even if you don't believe in chakras, that you bring yourself back into the center and you release whatever it is that's bothering you. You let it go, you release it and keep going. Right? If it's bothering you, write it down, burn the letter safely. Just go with that. You have to let go. If you're a person that's hoarding letters and old memories in boxes and shoe boxes, of things that happened in your teens and you're now in your mid-30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, get rid of them. You might even find that the people who wrote those letters are being held back because you keep bringing up the old memories when you reread them. And there are people out there, as I've just discovered, that actually do that. And I was just like, dude, you need to burn that box of letters, because I would like to see, once you've burnt that, how life is going to change for me, because there's a lot of letters that my friend had received from me with all kinds of nonsense written in there that I don't even think about, but occasionally I get these pangs of guilt, and I think, and now that I'm reconnecting with this friend of mine, I'm thinking, oh my god, it's you reading those letters. Get rid of those letters, get rid of those, don't hoard that stuff. It's really, you know what, you don't need that. Whatever you need to remember is inside of you, and the things that you need to remember other things by, you'll have a safe place for them and you'll know not to put them away. But it's stagnant energy, old stuff. Friendships, if they've gone to fade, you will always remember the good times in those friendships. You will, by default. You're not going to forget those, and you need to focus on the good things in life. We all do. Right, so shall we just have a look at Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, and I'm just going to pull. Whoa, there's the cat. I nearly jumped out of my skin. Just shoving a bit of plastic across the floor. Beautiful, bless her. Right, having a bit of an issue opening this box, but I've got it now. So what I do is I take the cards and I hold them and I tap them, blow through them, breathe, shuffle, and then when I feel ready and guided, I stop shuffling and then I pull 3 cards. Past, present, and future. So, the past card is Heart and Soul, and it's got a beautiful like red tone to it, and the heart center is lit up in gold, like a gold burst of stars. And it just feels like this woman, she's contemplating, she's thinking, she's sort of healing and releasing, because she's got a golden, rusty gold around her, a glow around her, and she just feels like she's ready to release and reconnect to what's important to herself. And I think it is time now to just reconnect. And it says, you are blessed and guided by the eternal spirit of love. A positive transformation is occurring in your life at this very moment. Close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love which stems from the heart of the goddess. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. All unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess of eternal life. So that's the past. So that's kind of influencing what's going on right now. And that'll be the first quarter of the week. Now, decision, which is a beautiful full moon with blue around it and like a blue drop that's dropping into the ocean. That's how I am seeing it, with a purple background. And the decision, so it's time to make firm decisions on what we want to do. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths Take time out to clear your mind and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Which is true. If you're not true to yourself and if you don't follow your own values and your own beliefs and live how you feel you should be living or creating that life, then you're out of sync. And then the next card is, sorry, I need a drink. The next card is the real you. So the real you is a lady, and she looks like she's had a couple of tears, that she's been crying, but she's kind of also trying to find the light. It's also a very beautiful piece of artwork. If you've seen Tony Carmine Salerno's arts, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Right, as humans, we are so attached to our physical world that we often lose sight of our true nature. In attaching your identity and sense of worth to worldly status and achievements, you have lost touch with the real you. Something inside you yearns to reconnect. Pay attention to your feelings and start to reclaim the many beautiful qualities you possess, the unique qualities you have for so long repressed and ignored. Lighten up and have fun. Laughter is the best medicine for you at this time. Let go of all you think is right and wrong, and all you think you should do, and just be you. As your true nature re-emerges, you'll feel inspired and discover a new way of looking at life. In turn, you will achieve greater success and feel a greater sense of fulfillment. Nurture yourself physically, spiritually, and emotionally. There is so much to be grateful for, and so much in life to explore. So that's basically it. Being true to yourself and reconnecting to what and who you are and what's important to you. And if you're feeling out of whack at the moment, or you're kind of going through dizzy spells and constantly getting ringing in your ears or buzzing and cool breezes, it's sort of like trying to pull you back and say, hey, listen, time to listen. Right, now I'm going to pull a card from Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, just for one, if you're into meditation and you want to meditate, sit back and meditate to this. So I'm just going to pull a card. I love these cards. The dream. Something revealed in sight. Breakthrough. So if you meditate on a dream, so maybe we're meant to be dreaming, daydreaming, receiving guidance through meditation, because that's also like a dream state, isn't it? You will soon break free from a situation that has been causing you concern. Something will be revealed either in a dream or through someone you know and trust. The information you receive will give you an insight into something that has remained hidden from you for some time. This will be a big relief for you as you realize that your concerns and fears were unnecessary and unfounded. All is well and well that ends well. However, do not forget this episode, for it is a recurring theme with you. The next time you are unsure of something, try and refrain from jumping to conclusions which are not based on fact. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Try and remember them as you wake up. With time, you will intuitively learn their symbolic language. This message had been floating around in your dream state for some time. Affirmation. I surrender my concerns and fears. All is revealed as the most perfect moment. All is well in my life. I choose to trust over doubt. I remember my dreams and intuitively know their symbolic language. So With that, I don't want to burden you with all these other spiritual things and stuff and information, but I do want you to remember that it is time to go out in nature, take walks. If your body is telling you that it'd like to go for a walk, take it for a walk. If your body is saying, I'd like to have some red cabbage, just try red cabbage. If it's yearning to be by the seaside or by water, take yourself to the water. Your intuition is telling you now where it needs to be and what it wants from you to realign itself, to rebalance itself. As we're all ascending in this 2012 thing, it is time to start listening to what your body is wanting. And if your children or partner saying, I feel like going for a run today, or shall we go and do this today, really want to do this, and it's cost effective to you, go and do it, because it's sort of engaging and helping and encouraging your partners or your children or your friends to also listen to what their bodies are telling them, what their spirit is telling their bodies and their mind, what it needs to replenish, to realign itself. If you're drawn to certain colors, bring them on, bring them in. Your body might need them, your soul might need them to realign something, to rebalance something that's going wrong or going on or needs to be shifted. These thought patterns, these ideas don't come out of nowhere. So just, you need to really trust in your instincts, trust in your intuition, and know that once you start listening to yourself more, you will be led more and more, and your life will become better. But the other thing is important too, is that you need to be thankful. And Archangel Raphael is just popping in here and saying, you know what, remind these people that I'm here if you're worried about health or travel, to call on him. Because he helps with those things, and he's got a team of healing angels that will surround you, or whoever it is you're worried about, they'll surround you. And Archangel Haniel is here to say, you guys, if you're lonely, call on him, and he'll help you find or lead you to the people that resonate with who you are and where you're going, and who are going to be encouraging as encouraging as you are to them. So it's sort of like a balance. It teaches you balance. And Archangel Jophiel is just saying, just remind people that if they're worried about job situations and contracts, call on Archangel Jophiel. And if you've lost something that you can't find, Archangel Jophiel also help you with that. And Archangel Gabriel just popped in. They're all coming out tonight. And is saying, look, remind them all that I am the angel that works with the families and conception and education. If you have got any concerns in that way, and especially with the communicating and the fertility side, connect to Archangel Gabriel and you'll be helped to find the solution. And also, something that I did the other day, I had really bad cramps, and I was just like, oh my god, what am I going to do? I don't want to take tablets. And I just reached over and got my crystals out and put them on the place where the pain was, and just lay down and breathe, inhale and exhale, and and you know what? The pain subsided and I felt a lot better. I also feel that at the moment I'm going through this temper stage where I have moments of really awful temper drops. I kind of contain them to myself, but I think it's part of going through that shift, changing your personality, going back to your true identity. And when you lose something of yourself that's been part of you for so long, it is hard. I kid you not, it is difficult to let that go, and then your body creates a kind of void and a sense of loss, and it's sort of like the body and the soul and the heart center all grieving this void that's all of a sudden there. But just connect and bring in the love, fill that empty space with love, just pump it up and let it flow through you, around you, to you and from you. And then Archangel Zadkiel is saying that he'll help transmute any negative emotions, and Archangel Michael is there not only to protect you with his blue energy or purple energy, whichever you prefer to see him with, he's there to help you cut cords as well. He'll cut those cords, the unnecessary ones that are not needed. And the romance angels are there to help you, say, reconnect to a relationship that you're in at the moment that might not be working, or helping you move from a relationship. Like if you're in an unhappy marriage, or you fall in love with someone else but you can't really work out how to end things with the current partner, they'll help you with those things. They'll also help you be led to your twin flame. And I'm not saying they'll instantly change that for you, but once you start working with them, they will help you create the scene and the situation, and the courage and the strength to make those changes, and they'll even give you the confidence to go out and meet new people. Just trust. And if you don't believe in angels, then you can apply everything that I've said to whatever or whoever it is that you believe in. Now, I wish you all a beautiful time of day, a beautiful week ahead, and I don't know when I'll record another one of these, but good luck to you all with your lives, and make sure that you are the love you wish to receive as much as possible. Take care of yourself. Bye.